Hi guys, well, welcome to our series of Sunday soups. Today is chicken noodle soup. So I have already gone ahead and chopped all my vegetables. So I have a small package of the carrots, about a medium-sized onion, and a whole stalk, the whole bunch of celery. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do now that I have all the vegetables is we're gonna get our stock into our pot. So I have 2 jars that I have previously made of stock, and I'm going to put both of these in the pot. Now I'm also going to be adding water because as the vegetables cook and as the chicken cooks in the soup, it'll create more broth. All right, so now that the broth is in there, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to dump in my vegetables, and we're going to get this going on low while we cut up the chicken. Okay, so I've cut up 2 chicken breasts and I decided to do cubes. The reason I decided to do cubes is I like to have a chunk of chicken when I take a bite of my chicken noodle soup. You can also put the whole breast in the stock and boil it and shred it. So it's however you prefer to eat the chicken. Okay, so I added the raw chicken right into the broth because it's going to boil for a while and it'll cook, and then as the chicken is cooking, it's also flavoring the water. So I have added, this is the last 4 cups, I've added 12 cups of water along with the 2 jars of broth that I had. Now we're gonna let this sit and cook. Now we don't add the noodles yet. I cook the noodles separate and add them at the end. And then my plan for this is we're either gonna can it or we're gonna freeze it. See Binks in the background. So I'll be back once this is cooked for a while. I forgot to tell you what spices to add. So I add celery seed, I add onion powder, garlic powder, and I do white pepper instead of black pepper. It just gives it a little bit more of a peppery taste, but you can use either. And then we're gonna let that all simmer. All right, so our soup has been cooking for about 2.5 hours. It's looking pretty good. I'm going ahead and boiling the noodles. Once they're done, I will add them. Okay, so for the noodles, we're gonna cook them a little bit less than al dente. So it's gonna feel like they're not done enough, but they're going to absorb some of the liquid once we add it to the soup. All right, so I've added in the noodles. Today I use spiral. We're just gonna let this sit and actually cool. I've turned off the heat. Okay, so while that's cooling, I'm gonna get set up to freeze it. So I use quart-sized freezer bags. And then that's about a bowl, maybe 2 bowls. So it's a nice for, like if you need to grab it for lunch or whatever else you need to do. And then I'll do maybe 1 gallon so we can have it as a meal. So I hope you enjoyed today and let me know if you make it. Bye.